Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're doing a battle of the beers. Already done separate reviews, please watch them if you haven't already watched them. 2026 beer reviews, keeping it real. We've got to make sure that breweries are keeping, bringing out beer that we absolutely want to drink. So St. Peters Plum Porter versus Badger's Cranborne Poacher, otherwise known as Poacher's Choice back in the day. So this one's 5.7%, this one's 5%. Could have sworn it was 5.2, but I may be wrong. So we'll pour each out. Oh, that's a nice glass. Well, there's a Brucey bonus. Let me let that settle a minute. And now the other one. Oh, I didn't pour as much out on the review, and yeah. Whoa. So let's have a look straight away. St. Peters, Poacher's Choice. To be honest, colour-wise, they're basically very similar. I was a bit lively pouring this, so don't let the head defeat you. Looks-wise, they are looking pretty much same. Not much at all in between, so you're not going to say no there. Crystal clear pours, nice head. That's going down now, but I got lively pouring that, so head retention, about the same really. Right, here we go. Aroma. An earthy plum on that, similar to what I remember. More fruity plum, but with a licorice damsony plum, but with more licorice belting through now, coming through. So I'm just going to pour the rest in. I will sip the top if I need to. And why the bloody I want to. And here we go, pour the rest in. Oh well, let's sip the top. Oh, favourite job. Oh. So, let's put them in the hand there. Cranborne Poacher, St. Peters Plum Porter. Oh, like a kid in a sweet shop. Always was. St. Peters, Cranborne. And there they are at the side of me, sitting on the new shelf. Let me move them forward so we can see them better. I knew I'd put a shelf up. I couldn't sit here and do a beer review and not have a blooming shelf at the side of me with the beers on. Because for thumbnails, I don't have to worry. The beer's already there showing. Then great. You get to see me and the beer. What's not to love? Although don't look at the beer wall behind because it's going down at a rate of knots. And I'm going to need to stock up again this weekend coming. I haven't done this weekend, but next weekend, yeah. So, here we go. Let's go for aroma first, shall we? They're both quieting down now on the aroma side of things. And again, it all depends what you like. Plum with an earthy note. Plummy, damson, with a licorice note. So, like all beer reviews and all battles of beers, it's pretty much down to the perspective. That if there's a note or a flavour that comes in and it's god awful, then, it's something you've got to point out. And I've had many beers where you open the beer and you're like, that don't look right, where it's been oxidised. And, I've messaged breweries before and not been an arse, which is not something I am anyway. Never have been, So, looks-wise, aroma-wise, pretty blooming even. Let's dive into the pour. Let's dive into the taste. So, yeah. Yeah, plummy, earthy. Not a strong plum as I remember it to be from years back. Ooh. Interesting. So the damson plum, we'll just call it plum for the sake of our arguments. The fruitiness on this is quite more than the fruitiness on the plum porter these days. That is interesting. It used to be very much the other way round, or at least equivalent. Interesting. Oh, all right, let's gulp this one down. It's a fantastic little hobby, isn't it? Hey, sitting here talking rubbish and getting drunk. Well, not getting drunk. Not on 2 pints of 5%. Oh. And again, there's a clear winner for me. Clear winner. Surprisingly clear winner. I thought it would be a very close battle. And yeah, interesting. And I will, after I've done this, I will bring the winner of this versus Titanic Plum Porter, and we see one-on-one. We'll see what goes off there as well. Very interesting. Yeah. Even I'm shocked at this. Wow, something's changed. So St. Peters, it's still the earthy beer, the earthy plum that I remember. Not quite as shall we say, thick. And the plum's just not quite the same as it was. Interesting. I've got to say, Hall and Woodhouse are the best brewery in the UK. Amongst all their beers, they brew some outstanding beers, be it under the Badger Beer label, be it under the Hall and Woodhouse, taste difference, whatever you call it. So today, the clear winner, and a worryingly clear winner for me. I absolutely love St. Peters Brewery, but the Plum Porter today could not keep up by any means with Badgers. That's quite a shock for me. Yeah, 2 years ago that would have been a very different proposition. Both breweries, you know, two of my top 10 breweries in the UK. But on this showing, something for me, now it could well be my taste buds. So I'll put my hands up and say, if it's my taste buds or there's something on my side of things, yes, okay. But from what I'm tasting today, St. Peters just doesn't taste as it did. Yeah, not anywhere near as the leader that it was. I mean, it was a clear winner for me over Badgers. Very interesting. Badgers, Cranborne Poacher, yeah, wow. Today, absolutely showcased what a fantastic brewery they are. The clear winner. That is interesting. Please try at home, try yourself, kind of watch the video and set yourself up with 2 beers and do the same sort of thing. I'd be interested to see what other people think. I'm no expert. Yeah, I drink beer. What does that make you an expert? Does it? No. Yeah, and that's for anybody who's got that 500,000 subscribers. It doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is that everybody's got their own opinion, and that's where I come from. I come from the people's opinion. Yeah, the people's beer reviewer. Yeah, I ought to put that, didn't I? Yeah. The people's beer reviewer. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Today they've won. Thank you for watching. See you soon.